So talking about the recent, the lockdowns that we've been in, and well, not anymore us. We've been having a good time.
Yeah, some Commonwealth countries, however, not so well. So, I put this one on the podcast because I wanted to share the videos on the when we upload it later, and I'm gonna edit it in. And it's crazy, like. Obviously, I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know the policies, what's going on. I'm just watching what I see videos and pictures, and it's not looking good. To be fair, some police people are also getting, attacked. So anyways, long story short, there's an anti-lockdown protest going on in Australia. And during that, of course, police were involved. There was a lot of what's called clashes between the protesters and the police. And then it just got, escalated as things do. And you just see a bunch of videos and footage of the most craziest things based on people like not wearing a mask, for example. Right. Like you literally will see 2 or 3 people not wearing a mask, and then they see the police and they start running. Like it's one of those ones now where it's as if you did some sort of major crime, like a robbery thing.
Right. Man sprinting.
And then listen, there's like a tank following them, like a tank on the road, and people are jumping out with SWAT team. It's like SWAT team, like literally 4 or 5 SWAT team members are running, and they tackle you down. They've got a massive gun. They've got tear gas, like masks on. They're ready to do anything. They're ready to rumble, bro. And some of the videos you see a police officer like literally just grabbing a chick from the neck, strangling her, like she's not wearing a mask. I gotta kill her or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's absolutely insane the footage you'll see.
I think he might just stop the air escaping her.
The COVID particles.
Bro. I don't know, man. I was watching one of the videos.
Start suffocating her. There's just too much air coming out of her at the same time. I need
don't breathe on me. Don't breathe. It's stress.
But it's crazy.
Stop resisting.
The citizens, they're used to having a lot of freedom and liberty, especially in a Commonwealth country, where it's more a developed country, and so they had more time to find that liberty and democracy and all that capitalism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing. If you're not wearing a mask, you're gonna get chased by a SWAT team. You know what I mean? One guy was recording a video, and he's like live streaming it as well. You know what I mean? So it's like fully like, you know what I mean? And then he's like, look what they're doing. Like nothing's going on here. They see one guy with a non-mask. They jump on him. They tackle him to the ground.
Right.
And then Channel 4, whatever channel they had, like Channel 4, whatever variant in Australia, is literally right next to the police. Like, let me get an angle on that. Is that
really? Oh my God. Hold his face up,
bro. Because they want to show like, we're doing a tough crackdown, zero COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy behind him, he's recording a live stream. He's like, come on, man, get off him, stop that bullshit. Like, leave him alive.
Yeah.
And then he thought he's like, I'm not afraid of them. I'm just gonna stand here recording. What are they gonna do? Bam, they sprint at him, tackle him to the ground. Bro, literally on his camera, you see him, he goes, no, fuck this. And he started walking away. Next thing you know, he turns around, you see them running at him. Boom, boom, boom. They tackle him to the ground. It's mad.
That's actually
bro, I'd have to actually start
just recording. He was just recording. I bet he didn't have a mask, though. That's probably what it was.
Maybe. Or maybe they thought he stopped recording when he turned around. They thought they could get the phone before it went out.
They thought we got him now.
It was a live stream. They
didn't know.
But yeah, so I've been asking some of my friends in Australia, like, what's going on in COVID 1984? Like, you know what I mean? What's going on? And I feel like some of them have the opinion that it's necessary because they really do believe like having non-mask is like biological like warfare. If you don't wear a mask, like you're literally doing biological terrorism. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not wearing a mask, like that's how deep it's getting to some people. But it is what it is.
But I saw one video come out of Australia where this guy was talking to one of the soldiers, and he was like, I don't know if you saw this, Masood, but he was like to him, we basically we're only doing this for our job. We're just trying to like. I don't even really. I'm on your side, but I've got kids to feed. But he's like, but we can't. We've lost our jobs because of this. We can't do anything. Yeah. He's like, that's you though. Like,
I got to feed my family.
It's you, bro. Like if my wife hasn't got her job, if I don't work, they can't eat. Like you do you, I'll do me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Type of shit.
To be fair, some of the police did get like absolutely like trampled on. It was peak, so it was a stampede thing. Like one guy like ends up tackling her like it's like a WWE, drops her onto the ground, and then the whole protesters are just running across her. They don't even clock it's her. They're just stamping all over her. It's peak.
What,
the police officer? The police officer. She gets tackled into the like the pit where everyone is like protesting, and it just gets trampled on, like walked over everywhere, like peak.
And she dies.
I don't know. I think she's okay.
Okay, that's mad.
But same thing happens to the protester side. Some random like they go up to the police thinking they're all very brave, and then they get pulled into the police and then just get trampled. Like 6 police officers just banging on you. Like one of the videos, it was so crazy. I saw so one guy gets tackled by 6 officers, and he's literally he's already subdued. There's nothing the guy can do. He didn't look strong or anything. Then one random officer comes from the corner, gets his baton and just slaps the guy, and then comes on walking on. I'm just like. Was that necessary?
You have to share the fun, bro. You have to share the fun.
I'm telling you, it's either sharing the fun or they just want to create like something.
You know what was? He's already on the floor, yeah, and you occupies a little juke to the head,
bro.
I'm a little kick to the head.
I'm gonna stand up and just show, bro, because literally the guy subdued. He's already on the ground, and he goes. Let me just go a little.
Oh man, okay.
Bro, it's like when you're getting beats from your parents, yeah, from your dad, and your mum comes with a little juke on the side as well.
or back in my school, like, you know, anyone getting rushed, who cares? We're all gonna jump in. You know?
kind of want a piece of it, innit? It's trash.
It's like the police are like, what? Listen, who we rushing?
Yeah, hooliganism.
Who we beating up? Like literally like that, man. I know I'm laughing and stuff like that, but I really do think it's like crazy and insane.
Yeah, we're laughing at how crazy it is. Yeah.
I'm also laughing about the guy who got kicked. I got like who hit him with the baton. That's quite funny. But he still wore his mask, innit?
Yeah. It's
insane because Australia are the ones that are doing this on a major scale, but on a more smaller scale where people are a bit like, I don't know, less controversial, or less protests are going on, is New Zealand. So they also got like, they had a zero COVID like policy as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen stuff like this coming out from them.
Yeah, I don't think it's as stressed.
Because they don't have. They're basically doing the no COVID thing.
Yeah, they don't have it.
So they have been living life for time, and they'll only be told here and there, for 2 weeks.
Yeah, lockdown the whole nation.
And that's calm. They're like, all right.
One case, shut down the full thing.
And they're like, that's blessed, because if we really have to shut down for 2 weeks, compared to everyone else who had to shut down for months.
Yeah.
Easy peasy for them.
Yeah.
So that was that.
That was that. So Boris Johnson claiming to be fighting climate change.
Yeah, so recently we had COP26, I believe it is. So climate change conference it was held in Glasgow this year, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so over in these ends, I think the other climate change thing was held in Cornwall, wasn't it? So I don't know why we're getting all the spotlight on this, but it's pretty good for us. But yeah, Boris Johnson gave it was actually a good speech. I respect it, a respectable speech, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the first time for this stumbling fool.
He's pretty good with his words,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
True. When he wants to be.
I see him stuttering bears all the time.
Yeah.
There's so many clips of him just like.
I don't know. He's got like very good with his vocabulary.
Right.
His command of the English language is like high level because he went to Eton, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he wants to.
But if you compare him to the old school, like the Tony Blairs and the David Camerons, he's
Quickly before we get into this, I do want to hear about it. But there was one I think slightly famous clip of Boris Johnson on YouTube where he's sitting there in front of this is back when he was mayor of London.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be questioned by his I don't know, staff or opposition parties or whatever. Someone to keep him accountable needs to ask him some questions anyways. And there's bare people. And then he was like, what, you guys no questions? You guys got no questions? And he's just start cussing them in some like the highest vocabulary you've ever heard.
Really?
And then he's like, you protoplasmic, blah blah blah. I'm just like, right, this guy's on it, bro. so yeah, I'll share that clip as well.
That's
but the clip you really need to be sharing, is when he rugby tackled.
Oh, it's so funny. Honestly, he's the most entertaining prime minister I think we've ever had.
If you haven't heard, our current prime minister rugby tackled the kid.
He got a bit like.
It was a charity event. He was playing rugby, and then he got a bit excited. And
a bit excited, a bit enthusiastic. Ended up tackling the kid over,
completely tackling the kid. And then in one of the soccer age football matches as well, he literally in a football match. In a football match, when you're meant to use your feet to tackle people, he rugby tackled.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
Another player.
Was it a celebrity? Another celebrity was as well. Yeah. Like it was bad.
That was so fucking.
There's so many videos, honestly.
You might give me too much work with the clips. Let's get back. Let's get back to the convo.
Anyway, recently, so he was speaking at the COP26, and he actually gave a really good speech about how we need to change now. It's all our responsibility. It's not only the planet. It's us. We're fucking up. You know, our grandkids are going to look back at us and be like, how our generation this selfish to do it to us. And it's true, like how we view the generation above us, it's going to be even worse for the next generation, because we're at the point where it's obvious to us we need to change, and if we're not the ones to change, we're the ones that actually fuck them.
So what was he saying?
So basically, he's trying to. He set like a few, I guess, goals, deadlines. So the most important is 2030.
2030. Everyone's doing that. All the countries. And some sort of think tank has made sure that everyone's saying 2030. I think it's the World Economic Forum.
Oh really?
But they were saying 2030 back in like 2010.
Yeah.
And they thought that's time away. That's time away. Now it's creeping up.
It's like,
35.
They always
by
round it up
2050. By 2050 now.
yeah. So I think for developed countries, it's 2030 is a lot of these goals, these climate change goals. So it's like, you know, cut down coal consumption, plant more trees, change our cars to renewable energy, things like that. And then 2040 is the goal for developing countries. We've given them a bit more time, which is fair. It might not even be enough still for developing countries.
Completely unfair though when they've done no damage whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like,
but we've had our fun, so you know.
No, but that's what I was telling you about before the podcast. I was like, I saw Jeff Bezos and Boris Johnson chit chatting about like potentially having Jeff Bezos' new like electric vehicle manufacturing plant in the UK. Right. Just like, I beg you come through. You know how Elon Musk went to Berlin. You come through to the UK. Allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens, isn't it?
But yeah, so yeah, he gave a really good speech. At some point, he brought up a Kermit the Frog song. I'm not sure why, but there's a Kermit the Frog song called "It's Hard Going Green." And he was trying to say,
he tried to use that.
Honestly, I didn't believe it when I first heard about it, but I watched the video and he brings up the Kermit the Frog song. He's like, well, Kermit was wrong. And then he tried to make a little joke in front of us. Like, and I thought he was quite rude to Miss Piggy in that. And there was silence. It was just pure silence.
Was it similar to when some other politician...
He hasn't got that finesse. He hasn't got that finesse. Like, Barack Obama will drop a joke, you know what I'm saying? Everyone will be laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't got that finesse.
And there was some other politician in one of our other podcasts that we mentioned, that guy who was using a Spider-Man reference or something like that.
It was on coronavirus. It was Dominic Cummings, I think.
There
or
we
someone.
go. Yeah.
He's trying to.
Yeah.
So Dominic Cummings was talking about the Spider-Man meme. If you don't know about the meme, it's the one where like the two Spider-Mans are pointing at each other.
Yeah.
And that was his description of the current UK government.
Basically, and how they tackled the COVID, basically.
Right.
So it's like, no, it's your fault. No, it's your fault.
Yeah, blaming each other.
But yeah.
And now we got Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
So
from Spider-Man to Kermit, mad.
And although the speech I thought was very good and very meaningful, it is also considered controversial, because even though we are as a country pushing and trying to influence other countries to meet these targets to cut down their energy consumption, on the other hand, we're also promoting things like HS2. There's a new coal plant opening.
What's HS2?
So HS2 is a new train line. I've forgotten where it's from, but it goes all the way up to Manchester or Liverpool area. And it's been heavily protested because it cuts through a lot of green areas and natural habitats. And there was a lot of protests around it, but we're going ahead with it because, you know, fuck the
we kind of need that though. The £200 tickets is a bit stressed.
It is a bit stressed, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's at the cost of the environment, so we'll see. I don't know.
One we accept.
Yeah, we'll take that one. But then we're also opening new coal mine in Cumbria, which is a bit like what? It's a bit controversial, but we have cut our coal consumption down from 25% to 2%, so it is good for our country.
Yeah.
But there are a few things like that where it's like we're not promoting what we're telling other people to really do. Exactly. We're kind of, it's a bit of a backhanded thing.
Shit,
no, because I think also the motivations are kind of like, or the incentives are kind of opposing each other. It's like you want to, you know, create more infrastructure, create more innovation, but you need to use energy to do so. And obviously people are saying, no, you need to reduce your energy consumption, right?
But that was a big point he made. It's like capitalism and green energy shouldn't be conflicting. They should actually, it's a lucrative industry that we should be like working together with, and they should work hand in hand. So it's just, it means we need to, as a government, as a country, as a world, subsidize it, push for these, like cut taxes on the right things, not the wrong things.
This is what these two guys believe. I disagree.
Right, so he hates the climate, what he's saying.
He's completely anti-climate. He likes to throw shit on the floor. Every time I'm walking around, he's just dashing shit.
Yeah, it's rubbish. He opens the car door, bam, on the floor.
So obviously, anti-vaxxer, anti-climate change. What can you say?
We've got both sides of the spectrum.
He thinks it's a Chinese hoax, is what he told us.
Who said that? Who said I'm a Chinese hoax? What?
No, he told us climate change is a Chinese hoax.
Is that what I said?
That's what you said.
When did I say this?
Now, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
By the way, everything they said is just a joke, by the way. Okay, calm.
We're exaggerating, but there's something there.
These men are fully gaslighting me, bro. No, I just think there's a better way to achieve those goals, but...
Okay. Well, we'll get you in touch with Boris, but...
I'll let him know, fam. I came from Eton as well.